Need computer training for a group or office? Contact us today to get a free demo of our training at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.
Once you have created an estimate and the customer has approved it, you can use the estimate to invoice the customer. You can either send them an invoice for the entire amount, or you can send out several invoices for smaller portions of the estimated amount. This is called progress invoicing. Progress invoicing, which is sometimes called progress billing or partial billing, allows you to invoice for jobs that you work on and complete in phases. When using progress invoicing, you start by creating an estimate for the total job. Then as you complete each phase within the job, you transfer items from the original estimate to an invoice. You can specify which items to include on each invoice and change the estimated amounts or percentages of each item as needed. When you use estimates to create progress invoices, you can run reports to help you compare your estimated cost and revenue to your actual cost and revenue. To create an invoice from an estimate, you can open the Create Invoices window by selecting Customers from the menu bar, and then choosing the Create Invoices command. Then select the job for which you have created an estimate from the Customer Job drop-down field. At that point, QuickBooks will automatically display the Available Estimates window, which shows all of the available estimates for the selected job. Select the estimate from which you want to create the invoice, and then click the OK button to continue. Next, in the Create Progress Invoice Based on Estimate window that then appears, you select the Option button for the invoicing option that you want to use. You can select either Create an Invoice for the entire estimate 100%, Create an Invoice for a percentage of the entire estimate, or Create Invoice for selected items or for different percentages of each item. If you select the first option, then click the OK button to transfer all of the items from the estimate to the invoice. If you select the second option, then enter the percentage of the total estimate to place into the current invoice by typing the percentage to bill into the Percent of Estimate field. Then click the OK button to transfer the selected percentage of all amounts within the estimate to the invoice window. If you select the third option, then click the OK button to open the Specify Invoice Amounts for Items on Estimate window. In this window, you will see all of the items listed from the estimate. You can then enter the amounts or percentages of each item to transfer to the invoice by entering the desired percentages, rates, and quantities into the columns that are shown. Now ensure that the Show Quantity and Rate and Show Percentage checkboxes are checked to enable the display of those columns if desired. Once you have entered the amounts for the items that you want to transfer to the invoice, click the OK button. Now note that all of the items will then be transferred to the invoice, but you can set zero amount line items to not print if desired by changing that settings within the Jobs and Estimates category within the Preferences dialog box in QuickBooks. Now at that point, you will then see the items that you want to bill displayed within the Create Invoices window. You can then double check and change any information needed within the invoice. Now after you've done that, click either the Save and Close or the Save and New buttons to finish.
Like what you see? Get a free demo of our training for groups of 5 or more at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing. Licensing.